All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to your hour of Vinyasa Flow. We're going to get started in child's pose. So when you're ready, Balasana, towards the back of your mat, knees go wide and big toes come together. Hips to heels, walk your hands out in front, plug your forehead into the floor. And straight away, connect to your breath, Ujjayi breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose, slight restriction through the back of the throat. Because we're going to really focus on that today as our number one pillar, our number one priority of this great science, this great practice of yoga. And the reason, apart from the importance, but the reason why we focus on that Ujjayi breath is because of some words that I was reminded from one of my teachers, Dr. Katy Jane. She's a Vedic astrologer and a Vedic practitioner. She's a Sanskrit scholar and just an all-out epic being, epic human. So she said that Tibetan Buddhists have an expression. This birth, this human birth, is precious. This is a precious human birth. It's precious because of all the beings on the planet. The human being is self-aware. We can become self-aware. Through that self-awareness, we can develop higher states of consciousness, and in fact, our human nervous system is designed for higher states of consciousness. We are intermediary beings. We're not quite animals and not quite celestials. In this intermediary state, with this highly sophisticated nervous system, plus the ability to self-reflect, we can evolve. We can experience through that self-awareness the expansion of who we are. Your Ujjayi breath is your direct connection, your direct link to that highly sophisticated nervous system. So follow it. In through the nose, out through the nose. Slight restriction back of the throat. It has a vibratory sound. One that you can hear, that it's audible to you, and that your neighbours close by, if you have people next to you, can hear as well, and we can draw on it with each other, from each other. Our nervous system is highly sophisticated. Your Ujjayi breath is a direct connection, a direct link to that highly sophisticated nervous system. And there's pockets of energy through your spine, which is the highway for the nervous system. And everything we do in this room, all the poses, all the transitions, every breath is about moving energy. Pranayama. So taking 3 more breaths, start to switch your bandhas on, pelvic floor, pit of the belly, those 2 central bandhas around the middle of your body. That also helps to shift energy through the center of your body. It helps you to tap into that highly sophisticated nervous system that is designed for higher states of consciousness. Set your focus. Give yourself this hour together, this practice time, to tap into that highly sophisticated nervous system and to the higher states of consciousness. Cat-cows. When you're ready, come up onto all fours. Stack wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Take a breath in as you lengthen out. As you exhale, back of the ribs stretch up to the sky, tuck your chin. As you inhale, front of the ribs to the floor. Open up through your chest, your belly, and then just keep moving like that. Exhaling, the back of the ribs, inhaling, front of the ribs. Maybe transitioning this into a side flexion of the spine. So we've gone from flexion, just the standard flexion, to extension, and then maybe into a side stretch. Squeezing hip and shoulder. If you need a foot stretch, tuck your toes, sink your hips to your heels. Make sure you're even from one side to the other, whatever you're doing. And then we'll take this into a rotation as well. So come back to center on your next inhale. Don't worry if you're a bit behind. Right hand, reach it up. You can catch up when you're ready. Slide the hand in underneath and take a thread the needle. Stay here. So your head's on the floor, right arm's reaching over to the left side, left hand's pushing into the floor. We move the body, all the joint complexes, especially the spine, in all the ways that it's designed to move. To keep it healthy and vibrant, strong, obviously mobile. But it's all about energy. We're moving those pockets of energy. Take one more breath here. We're tapping into that highly sophisticated nervous system. Take your right hand back up to the sky, take a breath in, and then place it to the floor, breath out. Other side, left hand, reach it up, in, slide it under, out. Stay here, breathe, maybe push that right hand into the floor even more, just to feel a deeper twist, deeper stretch. Last breath. Take that left hand back to the sky on your next in and to the floor on your out. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, send your sit bones to the sky and pedal out through your heels. Now you've got weight in your hands, so make sure you keep your wrist joints safe. Grip them out with your fingertips. Just find some movement here, mobility, some space. And keep focusing on that breath. And the importance of the breath as well. It is our number one pillar. And it's because it is the gateway to experiencing higher states of consciousness, to becoming more self-aware and even self-reflective, and eventually the process of evolving. Walk your feet up to the front of the mat, find a ragdoll. Take your feet out wide and hang over. Bend your knees, belly contact with thighs is necessary for your lower back, and whatever you do from here is up to you. Bob, sway, maybe even pedal out your knees. One more breath. Coming to a halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine. Toe heel the feet in while you're there. And then exhale the breath out as you fold down. Bend your knees and roll yourself up to standing. Take your time. Once the head's at the top end, reach up, take a breath in. Hands to heart, close your eyes. We are beings of energy. And the vibration of Om gives us that opportunity to tap in even further to the nervous system. The vibration vibrates our entire being. So let's vibrate the mantra, most powerful mantra, Om, breath in. Use this time to get this practice on your mat. Get really connected to your nervous system. Gateway's the breath. Reach up, look up, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. You can either bring the arms wide or just straight through heart center. Come into a halfway lift, lengthen out the spine, and then left leg, step it back into a low lunge. Keep your hands on the floor, sink down through the hips, find some space there. Loop your shoulders and see if you can kind of brighten through your upper chest. I like to say like you're opening up through your collarbones. Take a breath in. Stay for the exhale. We're going to take a twist. So plug the left hand into the floor, right hand reaches up to the sky. What you do from here up to you. So you can sink down through the hips, you can drop the back knee to modify. Maybe a pec stretch, reach that right arm up and back. Yeah. Breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Use your core, pick the right foot up, step it back. Coming to high plank, Dandasana, and set it up. First one, so push the floor away, hug your thumbs, grip the mat with your fingertips. Heels to head, lengthen out. Feel that energy with every breath. Everything we do in this room is about that deep connection, tapping into higher states of consciousness through the vibration, the vibratory energy of the body. Shift forward, take a breath in. Lie down on your breath out. 3 cobra poses. Inhale, loop the shoulders, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Do that 2 more times. Use the whole inhale to come up and the whole exhale to let it go. 1 more breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Take your right leg to the sky, inhale. Bend the knee and peel the hip space open as you exhale. Now see if you can send the right knee a little bit higher. Get that scissoring stretch feel. Take an inhale and then bring the knee through, the foot through to low lunge again. So we're still on the same side. Sink down through the hips. Loop the shoulders and lengthen. And then pyramid. Fold over that right leg. Knee can be bent, right knee can be bent as much as you need it to be. Tap into that very powerful, very sophisticated nervous system. Your breath, Ujjayi, has a slight vibration. Just enough that's audible enough for you to be able to hear it and maybe people closer around you to hear it. But enough for you to focus on as well. That's the importance of the Ujjayi breath. And come forward into that low lunge again, take a breath in. Forward fold, back foot steps up, breath out. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Fold back down, empty. Reach up, 1 breath now, Tadasana, in. Forward fold, Uttanasana out. Halfway lift, Urdhva Mukha Uttanasana. The low lunge, right leg goes back this round. Exhale the breath out. Hold this first one, loop the shoulders, lengthen out, sinking the hips, broadening the collarbones, and then plugging the right hand in for the twist, left hand to the sky. Explore your sophisticated being. Take a breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. Use your core, pick the foot up, come forward into your high plank again, Dandasana, hold, squeeze. Shift forward, breathe in, lie down, breathe out. 2 cobras, inhale, lift up, exhale, release. Breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. It's the left leg that goes to the sky, breath in. Bend and peel open as you breathe out. Stay, stretch, breathe. Lift the kneecap up a little bit higher on your next in-breath and then bring it through, low lunge on your out-breath. Sink, fill, then fold, pyramid. Our breath can tell us a lot about our state of mind, our state of health, because it is the gateway. That's why it's the #1 pillar of this practice. Come forward, low lunge, breath in. Forward fold, breath out, back foot steps up. Halfway lift in, fold back down, empty. Reach up, fill up, Tadasana. Uttanasana, forward fold, empty. Urdhva Mukha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Low lunge, left leg steps back, empty. Twist, right hand to the sky, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Shift forward, inhale, high plank. If you're ready, low plank, exhale. Up dog or stick with cobra. Downward facing dog, sit bones to the sky. So right leg, take it up, inhale. Bring it straight through, low lunge, exhale. Sink and fill, pyramid fold. Stay, full Ujjayi breath in and out. Come back to that low lunge, deep breath in, forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift, fill, fold back down, empty. Reach up, fill up. Fold, exhale out. Halfway lift, in. Right leg steps back, low lunge, out. Left hand to the sky, twist, in. Downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, out. High plank, Dandasana, fill. Low plank, Chaturanga, empty. Up dog, fill up. Downward facing dog, sit bones to the sky. Left leg, take it up, breathe in. Bring it through, breathe out, low lunge. Sink and fill. Pyramid, fold. Stay. Back to low lunge, fill up. Forward fold, empty. Halfway lift, in. Fold back down, out. Reach up, Tadasana, inhale. One more round, fold, exhale. Halfway lift, in. Left leg steps back, low lunge, out. Twist and fill, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. High plank, in. Low plank, out. Upward facing. Downward facing. Right leg to the sky, in. Low lunge, out. Sink the hips, fill the breath. Pyramid, fold. Come straight back into low lunge. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, in. Fold back down, out. Reach up, fill up. Fold, empty. Halfway lift. Right leg steps back, low lunge. Twist, left hand reaches up, fill up. Downward facing dog, step it back. High plank, fill. Low plank, empty. Upward facing in. Downward facing out. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Sink, fill up. Pyramid, fold. Back to low lunge, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, in. Really fold deep, out. Reaching up, Tadasana, inhale. You bring it into chair pose, Utkatasana, exhale and stay. Your breath really is the key to discovering new pockets, maybe a bit more space in the body. If the breath is laboured or shallow, then it's going to cause some rigidity. When the breath is long and slow and smooth, the body responds. Take a breath in, forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift, fill up. High plank, walk, step or float. Shift forward, breathe in. Low plank, breathe out. Upward facing, fill up. Downward facing, empty. Hold your down dog, close your eyes, and just follow 3 Ujjayi breaths. One more collective breath in. Long out breath. Take your right leg to the sky on your next inhale. Bring it through low lunge, exhale. Come up to your crescent lunge now. Big breath in. Stay. With your gaze fixed, not necessarily on anything, just on the task at hand. You're going to fly into aeroplane. So all the weight moves forward into that right leg, gaze kind of down to the floor. Fingertips reach back so you loop your shoulders as you do that, and the ball of the left foot reaches towards the back of your space. Now lift up through the pit of the belly. You're going to come back to crescent lunge. Big breath in. Open up to warrior two, breath out. Sink down. Remember that breath is the key to really finding depth. Physically, definitely. It has a direct impact on every tissue in the body. But mentally as well. Use your breath, especially that out breath, to find a little bit more depth. Then hold the depth. On the next inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach the right arm up and over. Take one more breath in, and then you're connecting vinyasa. Hands to the floor. If you want to power it up, feel free to go straight to low or float that right leg as you lower down into low. Moving into upward facing, and then back to downward facing, which is where we meet. Stay. Follow 3 of those ujjayi breaths again. You want to see if you can let your breath be the director, directing you into depth. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Bring it through, low lunge, exhale. Coming up into your crescent lunge, filling up, and then holding, setting up. Fire up that right glute. Really fire up that whole back leg, actually. Lift up through the pit of the belly, loop your shoulders, reach your fingertips, take a breath in. Aeroplane, shift forward, all the weight in the left leg. Fingers, right toes reach. Belly still lifted, shoulders still looped. Breath still deep. Crescent lunge, big breath in. And then open out into warrior two on your breath out. Feel each and every breath. Feel it open up pockets through your nervous system, through the tissues in your body, and then maybe pockets of doubt, fear in the mind. Sink down into your depth, then hold that depth. On the next inhale, reverse your warrior. For this first one, stay. Breathe into the pose, into all the pockets of the pose. One more breath in. High plank, Dandasana, to Chaturanga Dandasana, to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stay here, close your eyes. Follow those ujjayi breaths. This is a precious human birth. We can become self-aware. We can develop higher states of consciousness. In fact, our human nervous system is designed for higher states of consciousness. With this highly sophisticated nervous system plus the ability to self-reflect, we can evolve. We can experience through that self-awareness the expansion of who we are. One more breath here. Look forward, walk, step or float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, fill up. Forward fold, empty out. Reach up, Tadasana. Big breath in. Use the whole exhale to sink down to your depth in chair. Stay, fill up. Forward fold, empty. Full expression, halfway lift, in. High plank, out. Shift forward, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Crescent lunge, fill up. Aeroplane, use the out breath to fly. Then land back in crescent lunge and fill up. Warrior two, empty out. Reverse your warrior, big breath in. Take your connecting vinyasa, modified if you need to. Skipped if necessary. Down dog is where we meet. For the left leg to reach up, in. Low lunge, out. Crescent, fill up. Aeroplane, fly into it. Back to crescent, new breath in. Warrior two, breath out. Reverse warrior, big side stretch. Take your flow, high plank to low, upward facing, downward facing. Stay in your down dog, one breath. From here on out, let your breath be your director. Look forward, no breath, float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, bow, reach up, fill up, chair, sink down deep. Stay, breathe in, fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, high plank or downward facing dog. Moving through your connecting vinyasa. Letting your breath direct every transition. Right leg, take it up. Bring it through. Reach it up. Let the breath direct the depth as well. Fly. Come back to crescent. Open up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, inhale. High plank, exhale. Left leg, inhale it up, bring it through. Crescent fill, fly airplane. Back to crescent, in. Vira two, out. Reverse, in. Flow, out. Stay in your down dog, one breath. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Half lift, bow, reach up, sink, stay, feel new breath, fold. Halfway lift, high plank. Go for your connecting vinyasa. Everything we do is about opening pockets of energy. Right leg, take it up, exhale it through. Come up to crescent, fly. Back to crescent, fill up. Sink into your depth now. Reverse your warrior, inhale, flow, exhale. Self-awareness, self-reflection, left leg to the sky. Self-evolution, bring it through, crescent, fill up. Fly, aeroplane. Back to crescent, in. Vira two, out. Reverse, breath in. Flow, empty. One more, right side. Take the leg up. Exhale it through. Inhale, reach. Fly. Brand new breath in. Ujjayi. Open up, sink. Reverse, in. Move through your connecting vinyasa. Tapping in. Last one, left side. Reach. Fly. Crescent. Vira two. Reverse. Last connecting vinyasa, go for it. Downward facing dog, stay. Close your eyes. Follow those deep Ujjayi breaths. Notice that breath as it comes in, as it leaves. It's fuel. Its impact. The way it changes. The way it evolves. Beautiful. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Halfway lift. Bow. Reach it up, fill up. Come back into your chair pose, but this time hands to heart. Lean in and twist. To the right side of your space. Left elbow, right knee. If you want to take a variation here, side crow or wings, spreading wings, go for it. You've got 3 deep breaths. Use the breath in, rotate a little bit further out, and then fold. We'll all meet in a forward fold, pistol grip your big toes. So separate your feet, hip width or wider. Peace fingers around your big toes, lengthen out, fold in. Close your eyes if you can. Feel the impact. Every single breath is an opportunity to achieve higher states of consciousness. Every transition, every movement, every pose. And with that experience of those higher states, evolution. Bakasana, crow pose. Hands shoulder width apart, grip the mat with your fingertips, spread your fingers out wide, bend your elbows, create the shelf for your knees, bring your knees onto the back of your arms. Bring your weight forward over your hands. If you have the ability, maybe lift one or both feet off the floor. Find that flight for 3, for 2, Malasana, deep squat. If we take a half squat, hips lifted, or a full squat, if you're able to, close your eyes. If you're a bit unstable closing your eyes, just look to the floor. Back to breath, every opportunity you get. Our breath is literally vital. It's known, our pranayama means prana is vital life force. And we're not taught very well at all, actually, that breath awareness. This practice is just that. It teaches us the tools. Breath is pillar number 1, the first tool in our spirituality toolkit. Slowly release, lift the hips, toe heel the feet in. Coming to a halfway lift, lengthen out. Forward fold, empty. Reach up, fill up, in. Sink into your chair, Utkatasana, hands to heart. Take a breath in, find some length, and then rotate to your left. Right elbow, left knee, hips down, spine long, shoulders rotating to rotate the spine. Those powerful pockets of energy, those chakras, all along the spine, the communication, information highway of the nervous system. Every breath is an opportunity to tap into that. If you haven't already taken your crow, side crow on this side, spreading wings, you've got 2 more breaths. Gorilla. Fold over, it's where we'll meet, separate the feet again. Hip width or wider, whole hand slides in underneath. So the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet are in full contact. Find some length and a deep fold. A deep connection. One more breath here. Into Bakasana, crow pose. Same setup. Even if you're just doing the stepping stones, use your breath, come into it, and then follow the breath once you're there. 5, 4, 3, 3, 2. We're going to meet in down dog, so if you've got your shoot back to low, go for it. Through up to down,
Otherwise, just step back to your downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Bend the knee, peel the hip space open. Option 1, stay as you are. Option 2 is flip dog. If you're flipping, then place both feet flat to the floor. Use your leg strength to lift your hips. Make sure your left shoulder is looped and really active. Reach out through your right fingertips, take a breath. Crescent lunge is where we'll meet. So flip back around, bring your right foot forward, reach it all the way up. Hands to heart, lean in, rotate. Left elbow, right knee. Palms firmly, shoulders rotating. Maybe finish the spiral of the spine by gazing up. If you want to spread your wings, if you want to bind, go for it. 3 deep breaths. Ujjayi, energizing breaths. Crescent lunge, big breath in. Aeroplane, fly. Hold your aeroplane pose. Interlace your hands behind your back. Loop your shoulders behind you. Ground down through the right leg and then start to float the left leg higher and the chest lower. A bound standing splits. 3. Core focus, but the number 1 priority, breath. 2. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Warrior 2. Exhale. Interlace your hands behind your back. Take a breath in, open up through your chest. Humble warrior. Every pose, every transition has the ability to teach us evolution and has the ability to evolve themselves. 1 more breath in. See if you can sink in a bit deeper on the breath out. Then come straight back to reverse warrior. Inhale. Extended side angle on your exhale. Elbow to knee. Left fingertips reach. Once you've set that up, then find the depth here, the pockets of depth. Bring the right fingertips to the floor or hand to the floor. Extend out further, drop the hips deeper. Gaze up. Now ground down through both feet. Straighten out through the right leg, lift the left hand. Maybe bring the right hand up the leg, triangle, Upita Trikonasana. Tuck in that right hip, open up the left shoulder will follow. Gaze up, breathe deep. Tap in. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, look to the floor. Take the weight forward into that right foot. Fingertips of the right hand is your balancing tool. And then really ground down, float, extend and energize through the left hand, left leg. Maybe float the right hand off or find a variation or just stay and breathe. 3, 2, low lunge twist. Left hand, left foot finds the floor. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Side plank, Vastisthasana. Modify with the left knee. Place it as you step the right foot back. Or stack the feet, or go for a big, beautiful, bright starfish for 3. For 2, downward facing dog. That's where we meet. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Peel it open. Stay or flip dog. Come up to Tadasana. Push down through your feet, lift your hips. Energize, loop the right shoulder, reach the left fingers. Crescent lunge. Bring the left foot around and in front. Reach it up. Hands to heart, lean in. Revolve. Right elbow, left knee. Wings, binds, all optional. One more breath. Crescent lunge, inhale. Aeroplane, exhale. Set up your aeroplane and then interlace your hands behind your back. Loop your shoulders, lengthen out, dive. Bound standing splits as the right leg lifts, the chest lowers. 3, 2 crescent lunge. Land, reach. Warrior 2 to interlace. Take a breath in. Humble warrior. Stay. One more breath here. Reverse warrior, big breath in. Extended side angle, empty the breath out. Take it, yeah, go deep. Deep through the hips. Really firm bend through that left knee. Reaching out, right side. And then the transition to triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. Just straighten out through the left leg and reach the right arm up. Shift the left hand to wherever it's appropriate. Tuck in the left hip, open up the right, shoulder will follow. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Come forward, take the weight, open up. Low lunge twist. Right hand, right foot down, left arm up. Getting ready for the transition to side plank. So loop the right shoulder, drop the right knee to modify, send the left foot to the back of the mat. Stack the feet, lift the leg, do whatever you did on the first side for the last 3, 2, downward facing dog, half pigeon, yes. You bring the right leg up and through, knee behind wrist, toes swing out, back leg goes long, brighten up and then fold in. Notice how easy it is to lose that breath connection. To be swept away by distractions. You know, it's a question that I've been asked a lot over the years, my years of practicing and teaching, is what's the difference between, you know, what we do here in yoga to, you know, just an exercise room at the gym. And the difference is the holistic approach. Yes, we do squats and lunges and push-ups and, you know, we can look at it as an exercise, and it is. But what brings it together is, and what makes it a science, the science of yoga, is the energy that we're tapping into through utilizing that ujjayi breath, that breath connection. It's not a mindless exercise activity. It's a very mindful, holistic, spiritual activity. By moving the body the way we do, by connecting it with breath, the number one pillar, by activating it, by focusing on it, we get to tap into higher states of consciousness, whether we realize it or not. And I've had so many people over the years say, I don't know what happened after they've practiced
a Vinyasa yoga class, especially a heated one. But they just feel so much better. People around them notice that they're so much happier. Things have shifted. That's the gift. You've got one more breath here before we transition over to the other side. So how you transition will be up to you. You can either come through down dog or just sit up from all fours, or even just swing your legs around. But set up the left leg, the left knee in behind the left wrist, toes swing out. Extend the back leg long, puff your chest, and then lie down. We get to see real time too how the poses evolve and how our bodies evolve in a really short amount of time as well. How our attitude evolves, our emotions evolve, how our mindset evolves. It all has a direct impact, not just here in this space for the hour that we're together, but for our entire life. All our relationships, all of our experiences. We gain access to those higher states. Let me repeat those really powerful words. This birth, this human birth, is precious. It is precious because of all the beings on the planet. The human being is self-aware. We can become self-aware. Through that self-awareness, we can develop higher states of consciousness, and in fact, our human nervous system is designed for higher states of consciousness. We are intermediary beings. We're not quite animals, and we're not quite celestials. In this intermediary state, with this highly sophisticated nervous system, plus the ability to self-reflect, we can evolve. We can experience through that self-awareness the expansion of who we are. I'm going to take this into Upavista Konasana, seated straddle forward fold. So roll over onto your left hip, bring the back leg around, but send it out wide, and then send your left leg wide as well. Use your hands from behind, shift your hips forward. Doesn't matter how wide your legs are, just lean into it. Once you're at your end range, support yourself with your hands, forearms, tuck your chin, close your eyes. And now use your breath. Use your breath to soften into those pockets through the hips, through the hammies, through the adductors, through the back, through the mindset. Last breath here. We're going to come onto our back for bridge and or wheel, but we'll start with bridge first. So draw the legs in, use your core, lie down, and then place your feet, heels nice and close to your glutes, feet hip width, parallel. Use your leg strength to lift your hips up, and then tuck in, loop your shoulders in underneath you. You can use your hands as leverage against the floor or interlace them underneath you, or even just your elbows, bend your elbows and push them into the floor. And then use a bit more leg strength to get the hips up. Every time you extend your spine, as in back extensions, you're energizing your entire nervous system, that sophisticated nervous system. So see if you can find a little more pocket to lift up into. Take one more breath here.
Then roll out into your Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together, knees wide. Just one more for our afternoon practice. So bridge or wheel this time. If you're taking wheel, you set your hands up either side of your ears. Lift your knees up, bring your feet flat, hip width. Parallel, lift your hips, tuck your shoulders in. Whatever variation of bridge you want to take, feel free to play or wheel. Hold here once you're at your edge. 5 breaths. Use your breath to move into more pockets, to gain more pockets. When you're done, roll out either Supta Baddha, soles of feet together, knees wide, or feet wide, knees fall in. This will take you into your inversion, so maybe wash out your back first, just lift your knees up where they are and wash them from side to side. If you're feeling all right, just come straight up into your inversion. So Viparita Karani, legs to the sky. And maybe slide your hands in underneath your lower back, just to support your hips. Then shoulder stand is optional. If you have headstand safely in your practice, feel free to take that instead. Everything we do, even turning the body upside down, going against gravity or the opposite way of what the body's used to experiencing gravity, has a direct impact on our sophisticated nervous system. Plow is optional, halasana. You can either stay as you are or reach the toes towards the floor above your head. If the toes don't touch the floor, it's fine, just let them hover, but keep a hold of your waist. If you took plow, ear pressure is also optional. Bend your knees. They might land on your forehead, side of temples, or maybe beside your ears. Or maybe you just hug your knees down into your chest, give yourself a nice tight squeeze. As you're ready, rolling out, use your core so you come out with control. And eventually making your way into your fish pose, Matsyasana. So maybe lower the legs down, squeeze the belly, and then come up onto your elbows, hands sliding just underneath your sort of upper legs, lower glutes. Lift the chest, take the head back, if the neck's okay, and yeah, lion's breaths. Forced exhale, tongue to chin. It's a beautiful, energizing pranayama. Slowly coming out into happy baby. Draw the knees in, take them wide. Grab your feet or your shins or behind the knees. And this will take us into our supine twist. So drop your knees over towards the right side of your space. Whatever shape, you can take a twisted roots, cross the left knee on top of the right. Maybe just bring the knees together and drop them over, or extend top leg or both legs. Reach the left arm out. Make sure the head's falling to the left as well. Feel that breath. Gateway. take that shape over to the other side, dropping the knees to the left. Right arm reaches, head drops to the right as well. The whole practice is culmination to this point. The most important pose of the practice, especially when it comes to self-awareness. Gives our nervous system the opportunity to soak up and to rest, to be able to soak in all the movement that we've done, and then allow the mind to come into that higher state of consciousness. So unravel, take your legs long, arms long, palms face up. If you have a towel handy, you might like to place it over your eyes. There's some weight on your eyelids, some darkness as well. Now, the more awareness you can bring to this pose right now, the more the nervous system's going to be able to rest and absorb. So follow the breath. Ujjayi breath. Use it as your gateway to experience higher states of consciousness.
Deepen your breath. Really allow yourself to feel it. Feel it enter, feel it leave, feel its impact, its lasting impact. Pranayama. Direct connection, direct link. Gateway to our sophisticated nervous system. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll out your wrists, your ankles. If you want to take a stretch or hug your knees, rock your head from side to side, and then make your way over onto your right hand side into a little ball. Comfortably, so you might like to use your arms as a bit of a pillow. Precious human birth with a highly sophisticated nervous system, plus the ability to self-reflect, we can evolve. Take that evolution with you into every pocket of your lives. Help yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed down and bring your palms together. Just in front of heart center, Anjali Mudra. And again, we connect with that powerful mantra, that powerful vibration Om. Take a deep breath in. Thumbs to third eye center, we bow our heads. That light of awareness within me honours the same light of awareness within you. When we're in that light together, we are one. Together we say Namaste. Namaste.